I did not want to talk about this, but the Jesus told me to talk about it, so we're going to talk about it. I also will expound about it in other videos, like my testimony video. I'll talk more about this stuff, but when I was a kid, when I was in pre-K, so I was 6, um, I have never liked my last name, my actual last name, and I renounced my last name probably since the time I could talk. I was like, I don't like my last name. I don't like the people in my bloodline. I do not like it. I do not want it. And I was like, and then when I went to pre-K, yes, actually, no, it wasn't pre-K, it was kindergarten. So I was 5 in pre-K and then 6 in kindergarten. So, yeah, anyway, and in kindergarten, I was like, Jesus, I do not like my last name. Actually, I didn't think about Jesus. I just was like, I don't like my last name, and I just mentally thought it. And my teacher had a last name that I liked, and I was like, I want that to be my last name. I remember thinking that, and that last name is actually my last name now. So thank God he helped me. He actually let it happen. Sometimes I don't actually pray for stuff. God just does it without me even praying. Like when we were homeless, I was like, God, I just want to eat today. And then somebody just walked up and gave us money. And then I ate. I ate real food, not tuna. I was like, thank you, God. Or, oh, when I was in first grade, so I was seven or 8. I remember I talked about what my husband would be like in 7th grade. First grade. I remember this girl was like, Stephanie, do you like any boys in that grade? And I was like, I do not. And they were like, why not? And I was like, I just don't. And then I told them about who I would marry and who I would be with when I was 7. And all the stuff I described about my future spouse at 7 is who I am married to. And that is also how I identified him when we met, because I talked about it when I was 7, and God brought it to my remembrance when we met, because he said ideally what I said at 7. Oh, as well as because of my memory and my disorder, God has brought me visions of things I need to do, stuff I've lost. He tells me when I need to eat. He tells me sometimes when I don't feel well or before I don't feel